Welcome everybody to Jack Does Horror. I'm Jack, and today this video is way different, and I'm actually curious to see if you guys actually like a video form, or I should say you don't mind a video format that's kind of this this vlog style or something like that, whatever you would call it. Because I was about ready to go to bed, and I decided to get a little more sleepy, let my mind go to rest, and watch some horror shorts on YouTube. And I ran across one that a lot of people ran across because it's got almost like 3 million views or something, called Miner's Mountain. And this movie, it had good build up. It was shot beautifully. Good score. You know, it had everything that I was like, wow, I can. Where the comments were like, this is why I pay for my internet, and this is what horror movies are supposed to be, stuff like that. And I'm watching it, it's got some build up and stuff, and then nothing. I can't in good faith recommend this movie to you guys. As a fellow horrorholic, I would hope that you guys would do the same for me. Now, look, I didn't have no problem giving any kind of spoiler for this movie. So it starts out where we see this young deputy, and he takes a call that's out in this house at the outskirts, where the lady's saying she's hearing this like injured deer, and then there's these ungodly sounds, so on and so forth. Cuts back to present day, where the deputy is now a sheriff, and he's getting questioned, and the reason why is because all these instances are happening again that happened in the past. They cut back, we see a deer that's been mutilated, and these really scary sounds, and I'm like, okay, this is awesome. You know, this is about 6 minutes, 7 minutes in, and I'm like, okay, cool, man. Enough time to where there's gonna be some real scary stuff that happens. Cuts back to where he's still getting questioned. He's like starting to realize that he's getting questioned if he, like, as in he's a suspect, not just that he's a sheriff of this one horse town. And then he gets home, confesses to his wife that there was more to the story, and that he felt like he left Roseanne Barnes. It was Roseanne Barnes because I remember it reminded me of Roseanne Barr. And I was like, okay, so, you know, are we going to cut to? And it doesn't cut back to where we see anything crazy. We see this monster, but it's, if you've seen The Descent and stuff, you know, it is what it is. And then it cuts to like where his wife's going to let the dog in, and I'm thinking, oh, he's gonna go out the door, and now he's gonna head out to try and right a wrong, get out there, because there's been another mutilated dead woman, so he's gonna go out there and see what he can do, because this is something that's been going on a while, and he feels it's his fault. And instead of that, you see these Descent looking things in the bushes right in his backyard. He runs out in slow motion, the end, and it's like, what the hell did I just see? Because like I always tell you guys, cool story, cool characters, cool kills equals cool movie, and this thing didn't have cool characters or cool kills. It had a decent story, but that story led to nothing. And they had like over 17 minutes to get it done, and they just didn't. It did the proper thing of dropping you right into the action, and in a short film, that's what I always expect. But the fact of the matter is, it did not deliver. So I'm trying to find something to make a video for that has, you know, because I wasn't gonna do a video like this. So I'm like, okay, let's, you know, we're trying to expand the channel and everything, and let's add some horror shorts. Want to watch something? So I'm going through things that range from anywhere from like 300,000 views to like almost 800,000 views, and I'm finding nothing. And I'm about ready to give up, and then finally I click on this one that only has like 65,000 views, called Motion Detected. And good because I'm jonesing for The Conjuring 3 and all that, But the fact of the matter is this is the only movie, at the very least, that delivered tonight. Because in less than 10 minutes, they did what they were supposed to. They dropped you right into action. And no, did it give me any surprises or twists or turns or whatever that I feel that some, majority of writers, directors, or both try and do. Which is they want this, like, ingenious, story that, people won't forget, and I get it, but at the same time, you have to sometimes just give the audience what they want, and Motion Detected did that, because there's no surprises here. If I give any spoilers, because you guys are already going to figure this out, unless you're a newbie to horror, which is, okay, so, guy goes in the house, it's a mess. You're like, okay, there's something in the house. Motion Detected is the title. We're talking entity, ghost, spirit, haunt, whatever. Guy starts watching it. This is where you give a horror short a mulligan, because I'm just making the assumption that there was a roommate or whatever, and we get to see him on the security cameras get thrown around. Then the Motion Detected thing happens. You see this entity. It gets closer and closer, and then bam. Great build-up, great, for 10 minutes, there's not one boring part in it, and it gave you exactly what you're expecting, you're anticipating, you were seeing it, look at Freddy Krueger, Halloween, we're talking about where sometimes you watch a horror movie because you want to see what you're expecting, and Motion Detected it definitely did that, and that would be my horror short recommendation for this video. Now, a few things, guys. If you guys don't mind videos like this, please, in the comment section below, let me know, because I would not mind busting out content that's easier to edit and all that stuff anyway. Plus, if you guys want my honest reaction right away, because I only seen the movie about maybe 10 minutes ago, however long it took me to throw on a hat and grab this lab mic, hat for the bedhead, lab mic, so you guys can hear me very well inside De La Casa Franklin. Another thing is, if you guys seen Miners Mountain or you want to check out, I'd love to hear what your thoughts were on the movie, whether you agree or disagree with me. Either way, it's cool, obviously. Same with Motion Detected. Also, guys, I don't know if you've noticed on the channel, but we're doing gaming now. Playing video games, horror video games. Reason I mention that is because we got Discord, man, and it's actually the main place I hang out online. So if you guys ever want to chit chat or whatever, it doesn't just have to be about video games. If you join the Discord and you see me online, hit me up. We can talk about horror. We can do whatever. Talk about whatever. That's where I hang out. So if you guys check out the Discord, want to be part of the Jack Does community, awesome. If you guys want a game, awesome. Basically, it's just a hangout, and it's my attempt of trying to make sure that not just Jack Does, but our slice of the horror community has a place to go, hang out, chit chat with each other. It's a pretty awesome thing. If you don't know what Discord is, check it out. Also, speaking of checking things out, check out that shirt. What About Michael? What About Michael? It's a mashup. It's a mashup between Halloween and What About Bob? One of my favorite horror movies of all time. One of my favorite comedy movies of all time. This is from a store called Apocalypse Inc. on Redbubble. There'll be a link in the description below, not just for the Discord, but for that store as well. That way, if you guys want cool mashup shirts that people aren't getting at Walmart and like all these places that people can grab a horror shirt, you can actually wear something a little more unique. Go check it out. Be pretty awesome. Also, and lastly, we're yours truly, and I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, we're all doing another YouTube channel called BleepTube. There will be a description in the below for that. There'll be a link in the description below that, and check that out, because that's something we've been working on. And there's a few episodes of a show that we're pretty passionate about called Apocageddon. And spoiler alert, we're doing another episode with a very funny comedian named Joel Marshall, who's a pretty good friend of mine, and he's got his YouTube channel, which I'll put a link in the description below for that as well, for his YouTube channel called Lunch Therapy. You guys should all check that out, help support him. He definitely is a big supporter of Jack Does and BleepTube. So yeah, go check him out, he's pretty awesome. And with all that being said, I'm Jack, this is Jack Does Horror, and you guys are always awesome. Thank you very much for not being a Shelly, and I will see you guys all in the next video.
Look at me, I'm Black Widow.
More like Pepper Potts.